I'm Rachel Conrad for 2 Egg TV. We've come to Newton, Alabama in search of the famed ghost of Sketoe's hole.
Dig that hole so he'll hang! Kill the traitor!
For more than 150 years, residents of the town of Newton, Alabama have told of a mysterious spot on the banks of the Choctawhatchee River and a hole that will not stay filled.
This tale of the hole that will not stay filled is one that is known all over the South, all over Alabama, probably even all over the nation. Catherine Tucker Wyndham included this in her book 13 Alabama Ghosts in Jeffrey, and that book was one of the most read books about hauntings in Alabama.
The legend has its origins during the war between the states, or Civil War. A man named Bill Sketoe was hanged by a company of Confederate soldiers on charges that he evaded the conscription, or draft.
Part of the legend says that Sketoe was off in the Confederate Army, serving his home state in the South, that he came home because he had a sick wife and he stayed to take care of her rather than returning to the Army. One version even says that he sent a substitute in his place. Well, the legend goes that the local home guard captured him and tried him, and they hanged him here on the banks of the Choctawhatchee River at Newton.
Sketoe was a tall man, and that caused problems for the men trying to hang him.
The ghost story comes in after his death. It seems that during the time that they were hanging Sketoe, he was a tall man and his feet would touch the ground. So George Eccles, one of the men who hanged him, took his crutch, he was on crutches from a battle wound, and dug out a hole under Sketoe's feet so that he would actually hang and die.
The real story is somewhat different from the legend, but both versions end with the unfortunate man hanging from a rope on the banks of the Choctawhatchee.
That hole, as the story goes, was the hole that could not be filled. It would, you could put stuff in it, you could put trash in it or whatever. You leave, you come back the next morning and the hole is empty. And the local folks said that it was caused by the feet of Sketoe's ghost swinging back and forth under that old oak limb.
The hole dug beneath Sketoe's feet survived from 1864 until 1990. Heavy floodwaters that year forced transportation workers to cover the site with heavy rock in order to save the Newton Bridge.
Hole is most likely still down there, but it is now covered with heavy rock, so you can no longer see it, and I guess old Bill's feet are just not strong enough to move those heavy rocks out of the way.
And so, the legend of Bill Sketoe and the hole that will not stay filled lives on. It is a much-loved part of the folklore of Dale County, Alabama. You can read the entire ghost story at exploresouthernhistory.com. In Newton, Alabama, I'm Rachel Conrad for 2 Egg TV.